All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is Mr. Squarrel, and it is that time of the week, ladies and gents. My favorite time of the week, weekly reset. Yeah. So, what we're going to do right now is we are going to, we're going to do some Hollow Zero. Let's do it. Hollow Zero. Weekly reset. Ooh, special operations. What's going on? Oh, there's quests. I can do this later too. All right. Deal increased damage, stunning this increases. Really build up rate. Damage. Done. So last week, I did the best team. This week, we're going to do a different team. And now this team is maxed out, I can use them. So we're going to use A and B, Trigger, and Caesar. All right, let's do it. I've never actually used this team for this. So, I want to throw things up. We'll do the A and B, Trigger, and Caesar team. I look forward to this team. Let's see how they do. Whatever we get, it will be for Ambi, since she's going to be our main deepser. Let's see. Wait a minute. Are you telling me? Because hold up now. Hold up. Are you telling me I get less buffs if I'm not using? Seriously? Hold on, guys. I'm actually genuinely a little curious. I've never known this. Okay, hold up. Let me go here. Okay, next we'll go here. Hold up. Is this true? No way. So you get less buffs, eh? Wow. This is a dash attack, and they got buffed? What? Plays dash attack. Wow. I only equip one. Collected, not collected, not collected. As you choose, that's how. So you're telling me I get less buffs? That's crazy. Seriously. You don't do anything, do you? You're like supposed to be like a buff? What is that? Alright, so we go to the right. Let's do the attack. Interesting. So you're telling me I get less buffs if I'm using something that is not the it's quite fascinating, y'all. Well, for the sake of just, chatting with you guys, we'll just do this because it's easier. Why? Work smarter, not harder. People might disagree with that statement, but that's okay. I like to work smarter, not harder. With that part. Thank you, Nagi. Gain a shield when launching ult if the shield has a shield. One launch versus this. Crit rate, crit damage are increased. And we'll go with that. It's this way. Tom attack. Faster you defeat enemies. Okay. Goodbye. Okay. So, anniversary's coming up, guys. I'm feeling pretty stoked about that. I'm actually quite excited for the anniversary. Um, I am not summoning for Ugo. I just don't feel a need for him. If you do want to summon for him, more power to you. I don't think there's really a need to right now. I think there's plenty of stunners, especially since I'm pretty sure he's ice stun. So again, I'm always about being most efficient at the same time. If you like a character, summon for the character. But again, I'm always going to come back to this simple point of, um, you know, be smart about your summons because you only have, it's like anything, you have a limited amount of resources. And if a character comes out and you can't get them because you're out of resources, That is the reality of the situation. I know a lot of people don't want to hear that, but it is the reality. Is that you have to be very smart with your summons in this game, in all of these gacha games. Otherwise, the point is to get you to spend money. I'm not saying I agree with that. I am just telling you that is the reality of the situation. And they are trying to legitimately get you to spend money. If you don't want to spend money, then you got to be really strategic about your summons. Um, because they're not going to give you stuff for free. I mean, they will give you some stuff for free, but they're planning on you. Sorry. Goodbye. Oh, it's Jane. I didn't even see her. Basically, proportionally. Perfect. More Dustles. I just like this build, but just shoot out your ultimate as fast as possible. But yeah, I mean, you know, I know it's not the fun way to do things, but I mean, it is just the reality of the situation, folks, is that you really want to make sure that when you are, playing these games, you're playing in a way that makes it so you don't have to spend that much money, or any money. But again, if you know how to operate in a way that minimizes what, dodge, okay, with that. If you're good, you're able to strategically plan, then, more power to you, right? But if you're not, then you really got to think about um, kind of being very strategic with your resources, because again, those resources are very, very finite, and it is meant to be like that. And so you really want to do, I know people don't like hearing, I don't want to summon for meta. I mean, you're very welcome to not understand that, there is, um, if you want to be able to, what's the right word? Phrase this properly. If you want to be able to play these games in a low spending free play way, you gotta be smart with your summons. Because, like, for instance, this is a great example. I didn't even realize that by not having, like, if I'm not using Miyabi and Yanagi, then I can't, I don't have access to a specific buff. Yeah, it's a little messed up, but that is how these games operate. They operate to get you to spend money, because if you don't have them, oh well, if you just pull out your wallet, get access to them. But if you save for these rather than pulling for every single character that comes out, then you don't have to. And so it's really important to kind of, how do you want to play these games? Do you want to play in a way that's efficient or not? I know that's apparently a hot take, but it is the reality of business. People are trying to get you to spend money. Again, not saying I agree with it. I'm just saying that's what it is. It's the way this is. Is it fair? Oh God, no. Do I condone it? No. But it is what it is. Right. Back. There we go. Great. Oh, we're at the boss already. We'll do this. And then I'll trigger Ashiya. Okay. Ashiya is up. Where is Yanagi at in terms of her buffs? Oops. Shoot. The ultimate. Ultimate. And done. I mean, reality. Like, I mean, some people, they really want to build more disorders. Right. Like, for instance, again, this comes back to, do I need Vivian? No. Remember, I already have this really strong team, so my next job is to get another team that is equally as strong as it. I never actually meant to pull for what's your name? Just go to left. I never actually meant to pull for uh Amy. That was not my goal. I just wanted a copy of Pulchra, and I accidentally got her. And then I was like, well, I have Pulchra, so I might as well just go for Trigger. So, because I like this team a lot, and I love my Jane team. Those are my two favorite teams. So it's, I'm at a point now where it's just kind of redundant. Amy is not really solving it because I already have my electric character, which is um. All right, there we go. Ultimate. All right. Okay. There's no point in wasting these ultimates. One more. 500 gear points. Okay. All right. Relatively fast, relatively easy. But again, these bosses are supposed to be a lot harder. We'll do this ult so I can get some healing going on. Yep. And goodbye. I mean, but that's like I'm gonna keep coming back and saying this thing is that like I'm gonna save up enough to pull the anniversary characters, right? Because anniversary characters, like we look at Miyavi, she's not gonna get power up anytime soon. So you got your best ice agent for a long time. And that way, uh less damage. Ah, great. So ultimate, okay, great. Sorry, I was just trying to think. I guess I could have done that one. Agent steal build up increase when attacking enemies with a higher percentage. No, no, no. So much gold here. Just done for. Ah, great. Build up rate. Alright, so we do that. There we go. Oh, good. Great. Perfect. So I mean, I see lights and I see things that line up. There we go. Perfect. Great. I have multiple things now. Most thing I've had. Great. What am I going up against? With dash attack. Let's just do this. And it's up right now. Okay, ultimate. Okay, okay, and ultimate. And we're done. I will just say this mode used to be a lot harder earlier. Like way harder. This was, I mean, when I think it was when Jane was out, they had something, and I forgot. It took forever, 5 ever to beat it. Nowadays with this team, it's just kind of like, all right, and done. Um, yeah, I'm gonna come back to the same thing, guys. It's really about just using and saving your resources wisely. I think we're good. No, no, we still have levels. Oh, bounty mission. Bounty missions, combat. Where am I at? You. Almost done. I got one more week and I got all of them. And score. Purge, exploration missions. Okay. Claim all. I got some more stuff. Good. I think that's everything. I need the Lost Void at another point. I'm not gonna subject you guys to that anymore. Let's see. Is there anything else that I'm missing? I can get those later. Okay. Oh, great. Ooh, I get one free summon. I will take the one free. And I got 8 more, 53 more. I always just like because I can get a couple points on the nothing. It is what it is. And that is all she wrote, ladies and gents. Remember, again, be smart when you're playing this. Remember to say we'll steal this from some other gotcha YouTubers. Remember to ZZZ responsibly. Have a wonderful day, ladies and gentlemen. And again, remember, failing is just your first attempt at learning.